After probably the most life-changing summer of my life, I'm excited to share that I'll be taking a gap year to chase my dreams of becoming a startup god and a content creator. And if you care to listen, let me explain why. This all literally started about 4 months ago when I was rejected from literally every single internship I applied to. And I'm not even exaggerating, like Bain, BCG, Atlassian, UTA, literally every single internship I applied to, I got rejected from. And I was only able to secure my social media internship this summer because my bosses cold DM me on LinkedIn. And I remember thinking, thank God I have an internship. But at the same time, when I was comparing myself to my overachiever friends who are working at top firms like BlackRock and Lazard, I remember thinking, what a pathetic fucking job I have being a social media intern as a senior at Wharton on top of it all. I know that sounds a little pretentious, but even the YouTube comments agreed with me. So thank you, dog, for thinking the same thing that I was thinking. But looking back, I couldn't be more grateful for those rejections because I always knew I didn't want to go down that corporate ladder, but I always felt pressure to because one, at Wharton, if you go to a good firm like Goldman, people will say things like, dude, that guy's low-key cracked. And I wanted to be perceived as intelligent, so I fell into this prestige trap of wanting validation. And secondly, I come from a first-gen low-income household, so I wanted to make sure that I could retire my parents in the future. And one of the easiest ways I could do that is getting a stable job at McKinsey. But none of that happened, and I couldn't be more grateful for it because that led me to so many life-changing events this summer. And I'm gonna glaze myself for a quick second, so bear with me. It led me to meeting so many cool people in the startup and creator space, and I met so many people that I used to look up to, like Jerry and Janice, and now I feel a sense of belonging with them rather than a sense of like idolization. And the biggest thing of all, it led me to growing my startup's Instagram to 66,000 followers, which is fucking insane. I didn't even think I'd be able to do that. And my own personal Instagram to 32,000 followers. And I think this was the most life-changing because it led me to believe that I have actual skills and led me to believe that this dream I had of becoming this content creator wasn't so far out of reach and that with just enough discipline, I could probably get it done. And I didn't even think I would like startups this much, but now I'm so excited to dominate in this space. But all these events led up to about a month ago when my bosses asked me, Daniel, you are so beautiful, amazing. Okay, they didn't actually say that, but they were thinking it. But they actually asked, can you stay with us for the next year? And after giving it a lot of thought, I thought, fuck it, why not? It was a good chance for me to continue growing my startup's Instagram from 66K followers to 200K followers, and I could probably make an even bigger name for myself in this startup world. It was a chance for me to continue building my personal brand in New York City and hopefully make a even bigger impact than what I'm making now. And I also got a fat fucking raise, and although I can't say exactly how much I'm making, I'll just say I'm making more than an investment banker. So your broke intern ain't so broke anymore. Let's fucking go. And I know I made it seem like a fantasy fairy ride to get to this point, but it was not easy by any means. My startup's Instagram did start at 0 followers, and I remember feeling pathetic every day until we had our first viral video. My personal brand would just stop growing at random points, and I would just question my entire existence. But those challenging moments are the exact moments when people give up. And if you don't give up and you keep powering through, then success is guaranteed. And although I don't feel like I've hit success or quote unquote success yet, I feel like I'm on a good trajectory to do so as long as I don't stop. So what are my plans for the gap year? I'll be staying at Recruit You as our social media intern and continue making content around my life in New York City. And arriving at this decision of a gap year wasn't easy. Like, dude, I'm a rising senior, so I'm missing graduation with all of my best friends. I was supposed to study abroad at LSE, which I can't do anymore. And I'm just entering completely uncharted territories, and this could either be a huge success or a huge flop. But I always knew I wanted to live an unconventional life on my own terms. And in order to live an unconventional life, you have to be willing to do unconventional things. So here's my toast to the gap year. I'm going to be uploading videos twice a week from here on out onto YouTube. So stay tuned to see if I achieve my dreams of becoming a startup god and see if I make content creation my bitch. Goodbye. Alright, that was cringy as hell, bro.
Let's fucking do it. Officially shook Brooks's hand to leave school, and I'm gonna work with Recruit You full time.
Young Padawan.
Yep. Alright, just canceling my abroad plans, canceling everything. Let's do it. Let's take the risk.